All right, it's that time. A little crazy conspiracy stuff, and it's not so crazy anymore. You know, I'm taking some flack. I'm taking some incoming. We're getting a lot of new viewers, so their comments out there like, "You're crazy. You're a nut job," and all this other stuff. I'm not crazy. I'm not a nut job. I act that way. By hour two, sometimes after a few honey jacks, I may be a little crazier. But you're going to need a drink for this segment because we got a lot to talk about. Okay, so one of the things that you may not know this, and this is a little learning experience for some of us, but some of this craziness that's going on, they're talking about, you know, if all these people in the elite pedophile ring are also part of the Illuminati. And this Illuminati network is, you know, does all these crazy things, and they control the banks, and the Rothschilds and the Bilderbergs control all the central banks. And this is a story that was printed in the Chicago Reader, okay, The Secrets of the Illuminati. This was printed some time back, but this is how far back I'm fact-checking things, okay? And the editor is having an argument, the writer is having an argument with someone else, a writer, and he says in here, if you know anything at all about the workings of the Illuminati, you must surely know they are virtually always hide their secrets in plain sight. They do this as a sign of their power to the illuminated ones, and also as a great cosmic joke at the expense of the public, or robots as they are condescendingly referred to. So they know, or they think the vast majority of the people are too dim to pick up on how they just slam you right in the face. So to have a higher order or a higher power in this whole Illuminati landscape, the more you can do it in public and rub it in with the expectation that some people are so dumb they're not noticing it, you gain a higher stature for really rubbing it in people's faces as they don't understand. Okay, so keeping that in mind now, okay, and I'm doing a lot of reading on this stuff. There's a lot of evidence that part of the code is the hide in plain sight mentality. Now, if you watch CNN, you're out of your mind, first of all, because it's fake news, and it's the worst fake news out there. But I watch all these wacko networks to get my juices flowing, to get crazy, to find topics that I want to rip apart when I come on here, okay? And now here's Bill Gates, okay? A guy who had tremendous success as a tech entrepreneur. He wrote an operating system, or he connived somebody else out of an operating system. And I don't know if you know this, but DOS means dumb operating system. That's how it started. So MS-DOS that you see, DOS is dumb operating system. So that's how it all started. He's an operating system man, okay, for if he's anything else. But for some reason now, we are listening to Bill Gates pontificate about the merits of vaccines and depopulation and all this other stuff. He's on CNN with Fareed Zakaria, okay, on GPS. And he's talking about this, that, and the other thing. And they ask him about antitrust, about calling the Facebooks and the Twitters and the Googles of the world, calling them up to Washington, D.C. for a conference, if they should be broken up, if they're anti-competitive, if there's an antitrust case in there. And for some reason, I want you to watch this clip, and then we'll watch it again. For some reason, in the middle of talking about why some of these companies shouldn't be censoring and why they shouldn't be calling balls and strike, listen to what he says that the tech companies should not be prohibited from prohibiting. Watch this. It's the weirdest thing. Just tell me if I'm crazy. Watch this.
Lots of structural issues, competition issues to look at. My general view is that even though there may be some things there, you know, like not letting messages be encrypted, you know, so you can see conspiracy theories and child pornography, you know, are making sure these markets are fair and let competitors come in and, you know, perhaps rethink some of the acquisitions.
So you follow me on this, right? Bill Gates is in the middle of a discussion on antitrust. And he said maybe they shouldn't be encrypting things so you can see things like conspiracy theories and child pornography. That's what he says. He's saying we should see these things. Play it one more time, Nico. Play it again. Watch what he says. Listen to Bill Gates. He says it in plain sight.
Structural issues, competition issues to look at. My general view is that even though there may be some things there, like not letting messages be encrypted, so you can see conspiracy theories and child pornography, are making sure these markets are fair and let competitors come in and, perhaps rethink some of the acquisitions.
I don't know. I'm watching this thing and I'm snapping out. I'm rewinding it. I'm watching it again. I'm rewinding it. I videoed my television and quick sent it to Jess and Nico and said, find this clip. Because here's Bill Gates saying that whatever they do to these tech companies, they shouldn't do things to limit us from seeing conspiracy theories and child pornography. So he is saying he wants to see that stuff. We shouldn't be bothering him. To me, it's the craziest thing I've heard. And there it is right before your very eyes. Now, in our last 2 minutes here, there's some other great memes going around, and you might want to check this out. There have been a number of celebrity suicides. And by the way, today's the 1-year anniversary of Jeffrey Epstein not killing himself. But it seems like anyone who dwiddles or nibbles around the edges of talking about this elite conspiracy theory of pedophilia and satanic cults winds up dead, strangely. Now take a look at this meme right here. These are, isn't it interesting, Avicii, Chester Bennington, Anthony Bourdain, and Chris Cornell all committed suicide while working on a documentary called The Silent Children about a widespread pedophilia trafficking ring. Okay, so I don't know, I don't know if I'm crazy or the evidence just continues to mount. And hopefully we get to see this. Has this thing come out yet? Silent Children. It hasn't been released yet. So it seems like, anyone associated with Silent Children winds up committing suicide. Other people like Isaac Cappy and Steve Bing. Steve Bing was the money man to the Clintons. Isaac Cappy was a Hollywood guy who said that he knew there was a pedophile ring. Justin Bieber told his Bible class. So there is mounting evidence bubbling to the top. And the president last week gave $35 million to put up housing for kids in sex trafficking. And if that's driving you a little crazy, maybe, but my friends out there on social media always give me something to laugh. And this I saw this morning from one of my Facebook friends, Tara Turner. She put this thing up on her Facebook, and I literally cracked up laughing. It asked, okay, maybe we don't have it. It was a little graphic about scrubs. And the question was, where's the best place to get scrubs? And someone wrote, right, hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. All right, little levity there. Sorry to sing at you, but we'll take a quick break, come back right after this, and rip it up a little more on a Money Monday.